It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll get a look at Ezekiel Elliott. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Patriots and the Colts, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Patriots offense set to go to work with Mac Jones at quarterback in his 3rd season now out of Alabama.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now Jones. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Inside give to Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
So here come the Colts to take over for the first time, and leading the way is a number 4 pick in the draft out of Florida. Here's Anthony Richardson.
I think his task in this game is really simple. Eliminate the turnovers. He threw 2 interceptions last week. I can't believe I led with that because he had 3 touchdown passes.
Right.
So there's a lot of good that he did. He's got to take care of the ball better. The ball has to go to guys wearing the jerseys that they're wearing this week, not the opposition.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Richardson on 2nd down. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Richardson off the play fake.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Richardson to throw. Completion here to Claypool.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Drake will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Again, it's Drake. And this time he'll score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complementary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Elliott. He stiff arms him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
That's good for our Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 24 carries. For yards and a touchdown.
Has 9 rushing touchdowns on the season, so a lot of credit has to go to the rest of the offense, because you know those big guys up front are doing work. But now, the goal is to get to 10. And don't for a second think that the defense doesn't know that. They'd like to do their best to keep him at the end zone in this one.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the...
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the Colts 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. Sitting at 1st place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Richardson now on 2nd down. That's caught by Chosen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
79 Broncos.
They go play action with Richardson. That's caught. It's Josh Downs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Kenyon Drake. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Patriots 3. That's Gay to kick off for the Colts.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you. few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Here's Bryce Baringer on now to punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
Returning it, here's Hamler.
And fights through one man. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returning is Peppers. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
New England's offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. Two scores down as the difference holds at 11.
On 1st down, Richardson.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. They'll try and lay this out for Chosen.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Robbie Chosen.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. A short throw, and it's going to be pulled in by Ferkser. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's Jones. Off play action. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They run the option on 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Richardson on 3rd and short. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Roughing the passer, defense.
What's up, man?
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
That's going to be taken in by Downs. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Now Richardson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Josh Downs. As the first half is winding down. And the Colts are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pats at the line ready to go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. He's going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory. Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60. 60's average.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Escaping the pressure right.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the pass. Solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
Now Jones.
That one complete to Parker.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Hamler now on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Ready.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Ready, shot. 70, Wolf. 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Now it's Richardson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there. It's 2nd down.
19 Tiger.
Off play action, Richardson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence. Last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though. 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Richardson looking to throw. Connecting over the middle with Downs.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Second and inches at the 5-yard line.
Ready.
They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Holding offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
Richardson off the play fake.
Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
70 range.
3rd and long for Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, Colts. Mo Alley Cox. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Colts just continue to roll.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. New England trying to get a place on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get over to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Jones hit and the ball's out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Draw play, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Let's take it inside his own 40. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Give them 32 on the play.
Historically, this is such a tough. But you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second-and-goal situation.
He'll try again. Try to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Richardson now on 3rd and goal.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
Touchdown grab.
And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Patriots.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He may go.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott, 67 yards.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more.
We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
On the option, here's Drake. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 53 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Patriots send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Drake. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.